Hello friends, today in this tutorial we will be building a Jwt authentication system. So to build protected APIs and routes here, Jwt is a very famous authentication system. Basically, it's a standard set by programming. Uh, it's a, Basically it's a standard for protecting or authenticating your APIs or any. If you want to build a login register system, then JWT is extensively used inside Node.js applications. So in this tutorial, we will be discussing on how to create an protected API using Json Web Token. The full form of JWT is, guys, is J, JWT. If you just write here, it is called as JSON Web Token. So from the name itself, it contains JSON tokens. So you can see this is the official website of JWT. It's an open source industry standard RFC 7519 method for representing claims securely between two parties. So basically, if two parties are exchanging data with each other, then this JWT tokens allows them to securely transfer the data between those two parties. So basically these JWT contains access token and refresh token. So typically in Google APIs you have seen the responses here. Basically, if you make any sort of call to a Google API, then you get a access token and also you get a refresh token. So similarly, let me show you the request we will be building here. So basically, guys, this will be a simple Node.js Express server, and inside this server you will now see there will be a request out there. So basically, if you see here, there will be a request out there. We are making a simple get request to this route here, http localhost 3000 slash post, and this is a post request. So basically, if I send a request here, post request with the username Jim, if I click send request, now you will see on the right hand side, guys, it will return me the access token and also it will return me the refresh token. So both these information will be returned to me. So this access token is only valid for 15 seconds. So you can also configure inside JWT how much time that you need to configure the time for access token. So if you again send this request, a new set of access token and refresh token will be generated inside JWT. So you will now see access token, refresh token. So you can even simply copy this access token, guys. If you once again, you will now see I can simply copy this access token, and basically we can use these access token inside the get request to get the actual post. So basically, so we just need to copy paste this access token here, simply copy and here paste it. So this is only valid for 15 seconds, guys, so that's why I wanted to show you. After this, you just need to paste it and click send request. So now you can see that, guys, this access token will return the response. This is a post here by Jim here, post 2, and it is valid for 15 seconds. So now you can see it is not valid. It is showing the response which is forbidden. So it is only valid for 15 seconds. So inside the code, guys, we have provided a property called as you can see that expires, and this is a property here. It exactly tells 15 seconds here. You can customize this property. You can also change this to 45 seconds. You can even change it to 45 minutes, and also you can change it to 45 hours, 45 days, 45 years as well. So all the data types are supported, guys. So typically it depends upon your application which login system you are building. So basically this access token can be valid for 20 seconds if you configure it. So if once again if you send this request here, this time I provide the John username, you will see we are statically storing these post here. Each post has a username property John and Jim. So basically this time we are providing the username as John. If I click send request, now you will see we will get a brand new access token. So basically if I copy this, and now we need to provide this access token inside authorization header, click send request, you will now see the username John will be returned to us and the title will be post 1. So this is a post 1 title, guys. So in this way you can see it is only valid for 15 seconds. So once again if I click send request, you will see forbidden. So 20 seconds are gone. So if I remove this property, guys, if I remove the expiration date here, if I don't provide any sort of expiration date here, let's suppose I remove this property. So this will be valid for lifetime, guys, this access token. If I once again generate this access token, now guys, if you see, guys, basically, uh, if I send request here, you will see this is the access token and refresh token. So if I just copy this access token here, simply I control C, copy this, and if I paste it inside authorization header and paste it here, and if I send request, you will now see this will be valid for lifetime. This will not expire because we haven't provided the time for expiration at the time of initializing this access token. So it is valid for lifetime. You can now see nothing forbidden messages coming. So it is this JWT token, JSON Web Token, is lifetime valid, this access token. So you can now see. So now, guys, this access token is released. So basically, whenever this access token is, if I once again provide that property which is expires in 20 seconds, so what will happen now? It will only be valid for 20 seconds. So once again, if you hit this request, it will only be valid for 20 seconds. So once you see this time which is running, guys, in the right hand side of the corner of the screen, it will only be valid for 20 seconds. So if you see, guys, just wait for the time to pass and it will be forbidden. I think for that we need to generate a brand new access token. So this is access token which is released, guys. So basically this is access token. So basically you can simply copy this and paste it here. Paste it, click send request. You will now see this will be only be valid for 20 seconds. So once you can now, it becomes forbidden. So the access token is expired, guys. So in this case, guys, we can use the refresh token. Basically we can preserve the refresh token. Basically, when we get this, we get the second thing, which is refresh token. So with the help of refresh token, guys, we can get the access token. Simply copy this. We have another get post request. This time we will provide here the token will be refresh token. So this, if you apply this refresh token, guys, it will, if you click send request, it will once again generate the access token for you. So every time you send this request, it will generate a brand new access token for you with the help of this refresh token. So this refresh token will not get expire. Every time if you click the send request, if you make the post request, it will, every time it will generate a new access token. So this is a process of JSON Web Token, guys. This is a most authentication system around the world. It is better than sessions if you use PHP. Sessions are a not a recommended way of, if you just type here sessions versus JWT, which is better, I will definitely tell that JSON Web Tokens is a preferred way of authentication as compared to sessions, because session cookies are not the recommended way. If you're watching it for the very first time, guys, please hit the like button, subscribe the channel as well if you're watching it for the very first time. So many people say that sessions are the recommended way, but I will not say. JSON Web Token is the way to go if you want to implement authentication. So we will be seeing various examples, guys, in the upcoming live streams as well. So let's start building this application from scratch, this API. So the very first thing we will do, guys, we will go to the projects folder. And now to implement this, it's very easy. Simply make a directory here, which will be JWT Authentication Project. CD into this JWT Authentication Project and simply open this inside your Visual Studio Code text editor. So basically, if you're watching it for the very first time, guys, please hit the like button. If you have any sort of question answer, you can even ask questions as well. So here, guys, basically we will be initializing the package.json file for us inside this project. So we will simply say npm init-y. So this will create the package.json file for us. So after this, guys, we also need to install Express, which will be the backend server. Then we need to install our Jwt dependency. So Jwt, guys, if you go to npmjs.com, there is a dependency called as Jwt. So please hit the like button, guys, subscribe the channel as well. So just go to npmjs.com and there is a dependency out there which is called as Jwt. If you just type here, this is the first dependency which comes, guys, Jwt. it has got almost 934 downloads. It is not the dependency. You need to install this dependency, which is called as Json Web Token. So Json Web Token is the dependency, guys. You can now see almost 9 million downloads, weekly downloads are there. So it's a very popular dependency. Simply install this Json Web Token. And also, guys, we also need to install dot env to store all the sensitive information. Dot env, it's a package of Node.js. Basically, it's required whenever you are storing some sensitive information. 27 million downloads are there, weekly downloads. Also install this dot env. So install these three packages, guys. So just wait, it will hardly take 5 to 10 seconds for installing it. So these three packages are required for building this API, guys. So just wait. So JWT is the most recommended way, guys, for authentication. JWT is the most recommended way, guys, for authentication. You should definitely use it. Many people use it, so definitely use it. So now you can see that, guys, it is successfully installed it inside package.json. You will now see these are three dependencies: .env, Express, and JSON Web Token. So after this, guys, we just need to create our index.js file, and here we just need to start our server. Let me uh, stop this server here basically. We have basically installed all these dependencies. You can see that we have installed Express, we have installed JSON Web Token, and also we have installed Dot Env. So if you have joined it for the very first time, guys, we are building a JSON Web Token authentication protected API inside Node.js Express. So if you're watching it for the very first time, then please hit the like button, subscribe the channel as well. So basically some comments are there. Hello, clever here is say here. Please make tutorial on React for beginners, not an advanced. Is this live stream or command prompt stream? This is a live stream. I was just stuck in somewhere, so I was just gone for some time. So right here, guys, we will be making a Express server here. So So after importing the express dependency, we can import this like this, guys, require express here, and here we can start the express server here. So app.listen. So here you just need to provide the port number on which the app will run. So port will be 4000. So we can provide the port number here. So this will be a callback function. So here we can simply say that app is listening on port number 4000. So just you can now start this application express server node1 index.js. So it will start this application on port 4000. So this is now running here. So now to initialize this JSON Web Token, guys, we will import this dependency. We will require the JSON Web Token at the very top like this. And also, guys, we also need to include the dependency which is express.json. This is required for form data. So basically, we will be working with the forms. So you need to also install extension, guys, which is called as REST client. This is basically extension which is available in Visual Studio to perform HTTP GET and POST request. So simply you just need to install this inside Visual Studio. So this is just a alternative for Postman. So just install this extension. So after this, guys, we will simply have a array here which will be post array. This will have a object username John, and the post description will be simply this is the post by John, made by John. Then we will have a username Jim here and the description here which will be so now we have these post array, guys. So this contains two objects inside this, namely we have two properties username description. So you can even take data from a database as well. So, but for demonstrating it, we are just taking a simple array here which contains JavaScript object here. This needs to be inside double quotes. This is valid JSON. So just do it, and after this, guys, we will just make a GET request app.get/post. So this will be a simple GET request, and here we will simply return all the post. This is a simple GET request, guide, without authentication. So you will now see. So we have made this GET request guides to this route here /post. So if you now make a GET request here, basically use that client here, which is extensions. So for making that GET request, guys, you just need to make a file here which will be called as client dot extension will be rest. This is a file here, and basically the format to make the request is simply just write the method name, which is get, followed by the endpoint here http localhost 4000/post. There is a send request button. If you send this request, guys, you will see cannot get /post. Sorry, this needs to be /post here, and the port number is 4000. I think the port number is wrong. Port is 4000. If you see the app is running on port 4000, this is a GET request here. So here just refresh it. You will now see app is listening. Now you will see that, guys, this is the basically the JSON response will be returned to you. This contains two objects, username John, username Jim. This is the description. This is a post made by John, and this is a post made by Jim. So basically, guys, now we need to implement the JWT authentication inside this route. We need to make this authenticated or protected. So what we can do is that we can initialize a simple route here, which will be a post route, which will be /login. So this will be again request response. So basically guys, this will be a post route, and here we will be passing the username as the argument. So we will get the username like this. Sorry, we will make the user object by, so username will be equal to request.body.username. So this user object is constructed using guys this, it will contain this username property, and it will be coming from request.body.username, this property. So now we just need to use this method, which is jwt.sign. This is a method we will use here basically to sign a new key here. So this JSON Web Token guys, this contains this method sign here, and here you just need to pass your payload data guys, payload, and then you need to pass your token like this. So payload in this case is the user object. We will pass this, and also guys, here you just need to create your .env file, which contains all the information about your here we will simply say that jwt access token. So this can be equal to, and also here we will also be storing jwt refresh token. So these two things we need to store guys, jwt access token and jwt refresh token. So now to store these things guys, it's very easy. So if you just see here, basically we just need a random token here. So you can just see a random token generator. You can use these tools websites here. Basically it allows you to store this. You can copy this and store it here somewhere else like this, and for the refresh token as well. So just make sure that these two things are unique guys. These don't have to be unique. So these two tokens are unique guys. You can see that jwt access token and refresh token. After this we can simply include the .env file at the very top. We can simply say that we can require this file .env config. That's it. So we have included this .env file guys. So this contains these two things here, and here we can simply include these by using process.env.jwt access token. And then the third function will return the actual token guys, which is error or token. So here you can simply say if any sort of error take place, then we can return a response to the user, which is a 401 response, which is unauthorized response 401. So if no error take place, then we can return out the response, which is JSON, and this will be the access token. This will be equal to the token here like this. So that's it guys, that you need to do guys, and inside this I think that's all that you need to do. And basically this is our post request guys. Just go to the this file guys. So now to write multiple requests here, just put this 3 option in this, and now we will be making a post request to this route, which is http localhost 4000/login, and here we will be providing a content type, which will be application JSON, and here you will be providing the username guys, which is username. This is a username will be equal to John. So this is the request guys we will send here. Simply click send request. So this will return your access token guys. You will now see on the right hand side this access token is returned to us. This is valid for lifetime, this access token. You can use this access token to request information. You can even put a restriction here. Let's suppose only valid for you can have a, let's suppose, a third option which is expires in. So this can be this can expire in let's suppose in 15 seconds. Totally depends upon you which value you set here. Put a comma. So you can see that this is a actual way by which you can generate the access token, guys. This the payload, which is the actual username that is requested here. Here we are passing the username. Here you can now see the username is equal to John, and then basically we are generating the access token. We are This is the access token which is stored inside your .env file, which will be different for you. So just make a .env file which is very protected. Then we will be providing expires in 15 seconds. So you can change this also to 60 seconds. This access token will expire in 1 minute. So then we have this token. So once again, if you generate this, guys, click the send request. This access token will be generated and it will be valid for only 1 minute. And now we just need to make that request, guys. We need to now authenticate this route, which is get route. Basically this will only be returned if you have a access token. So now to make that route, guys, we will simply go to app.get. So here we will write a middleware function. Simply we will pass this middleware function right here. Check authentication. So now we just need to make this function, guys. So function check authentication, request response next. So here, guys, inside check authentication, here we will be validating the access token. So inside this, guys, we will be validating the access token which is passed in the request. So now to get the access token, guys, we will simply say headers, and here this will be inside request headers like this. So this will be equal to authorization. So as you know, guys, this access token will be provided in this syntax here, which will be authorization. So A should be capital here. So authorization, and then there will be a space which will be bearer and then followed by the access token. So in this way the format will be. So now we just need to get the bearer here. So here we are requesting the bearer. If you console log this, it will print out bearer. This is the header. Now to get the token, guys, it's very simple. So we can simply use headers, and basically here we can first of all check if headers are available. Then we will simply split the header. Use the split method which is there inside arrays. We will split it using the space, and then we only want to get the token. So here we will provide 1. So if you just console log the token, this will print out the token. So if you now see, if I make a request here, and this will be a get request. So now you just need to say authorization bearer, and then space. We just need to copy this access token and paste it here. So again, send the request here, and this will be the access token. Simply copy this and paste it here. So now if you check the console, guys, you will now see this is bearer is copy pasted, and this is your access token. This is your access token which is there. This is exactly what we want, guys. In the console we are successfully printing out. So what we will do now in the next step, basically here we just need to compare. So here we can simply say if token is null, in that case we can simply return out an error that send the status of 401. If token is not null, in that case we can simply say we can return a response which will be equal to, first of all we will say request.user is equal to user, and then we will call the next method. That's it. So this is the next method, guys, which is of the middleware function. So it will call the next function. So here, right here, guys, what we will simply say, we will pass it response.json, and basically, guys, we will get only the post which is made by the past username. So as you can see, we are passing a username also to this. If you see, we are also passing a username here, which is John here. So this access token will get this username, which is John. When we send this request, this access token is generated for this username. So this, we have this access to this username. So now we will simply get this. We can basically, inside our post array, you will see we have this username property. So basically we will only return those usernames which are passed inside the request. We will filter out the post here. We will use the filter method of array, and basically we will filter out the post here which is written by that username, which we will simply say post dot username is not equal to the past username. So request dot a post is equal to, sorry, is equal to the past username. Request dot user dot username. So there is a property called as inside. If you see guys, if we are passing this property which is request dot username. So inside this property we have this object which is username. So we are just comparing it. We only need to return those posts which have the same username where we are passing it. So post dot username is triple equal to, this is equal for conditional statements. So request dot username. So now do we just need to return this. So response dot json, we will return this, basically the post here. Basically simply we will return this post like this. This completes our get request guys. So basically now if I start from scratch, if I send the request, it will generate this access token. And basically if I copy this and paste it here, so now if I click send request guys, what will happen now? You just need to refresh it. So send request, so this will have your access token guys. So simply refresh and simply paste it here. So click on send request. So now you can see reference error, user is not defined. So it is saying that user is not defined. If you see request.user, let me see guys what is the problem here. Request.user is not defined. So this error needs to be guys 403. If you see basically, sorry, 401. Okay guys, so we haven't verified the token guys, so that's why the problem has taken place. If the token is null, in that case we will return the response which is 401. So now we just need to basically verify the token that is passed. So if you see, we are passing this token here inside the authorization header here. You can see authorization bearer. This is the access token we are passing here. So now we need to verify this access token inside Json Web Token. So there is a method out there which allows you to do this, which is verify. So here guys, we will pass the token, and also we will pass the same this key here, which is stored inside .env file, which is Jwt access token. This is the same access token we will pass. So process.env.jwt access token, and then this will be returning the error and the user like this guys. So this will be returning the actual error or the user. So if any sort of error take place guys, then we will simply return a response.send status 403. This time 403, you're not eligible. So if the user is verified guys, if the user is the same if the token is the same, then we will simply request.user will be equal to user, and then we will call next. That's it. Just remove these lines from here. That's it. Now I think the application will definitely work. If you go to your send request, it will basically generate this access token. This is your access token. Simply copy this, and simply if I paste this access token inside this get request, So now it is saying that it is forbidden. It is forbidden. You don't can. Let me see what is the problem. Let me remove this, guys. So JWT sign. So once again do this, send request. This is your access token which is released here. Simply copy this and simply paste it here. So it is saying that it is forbidden. Let me see, guys, why it is showing this forbidden error, guys. So just wait. If you see, guys, we are taking the same access token secret, guys, JWT access token. We are taking the same access token. If you're facing any sort of problem, guys, you can ask in the comment section. I will definitely reply to your questions. Please hit the like button, subscribe the channel as well. Process.env access token secret. So just copy this, all this code, guys, which is there inside this check authentication system. So basically we are getting the authentication header inside request.headers authorization. Then we are getting the token, which is access token, using this code. If the token is null, in that case we are returning the response, which is 401, and then we are verifying the token via JWT verify. We are passing the token and also this access token secret access token. Sorry, this needs to be JWT access token. If any sort of error takes place, then we are sending the response 403, and if request.user is equal to user. Next. Click send request. This is your access token. Let me copy this. So it is saying that cannot access post before initialization. I think we are initializing post basically before initialization. So we can name this as filter post. So just make this slight or modification, guys. So just call this as filter post. So once again, send this request. So this is your access token, guys. Simply copy this, paste it here. Send request. So you can now see, guys, it is returning the username which is attached to it. The username is equal to John, and description is this is the post made by John. So you can now see, guys, this is the access token. If you send this request again and again, this will be lifetime valid, this access token. Basically this will not expire because we haven't provided the expiration date for this access token. This is valid for lifetime. So once again, you can generate a new access token. This is every time you send a request, it will generate a new access token every time. You will now see the value will change. So in a normal application, guys, this access token will have a lifeline, so that this will expire after a certain period of time, so that you don't have to give access to the user for unlimited number of times. So this access token may need to expire. So now to do this expiration thing, guys, just go to your wherever you initialize it, just give it a property which will be called as expires in. So let's suppose this access token expires in 20 seconds. So we have given this property 20 seconds. So now if you make this request, so basically click on send request, you will now see this was the access token. it is only valid for 20 seconds. So if you do this, paste it. So now if you click send request, send request, send request, it will only be valid for 20 seconds. Now it is, see, it is forbidden. So this access token is no longer working, and basically this access token is expired. So now we just need to use the refresh token, guys, for this case in order to generate a new access token. So now to do this process, it's very easy. There is a method in order to generate a refresh token inside Jwt JavaScript Web Token. So for this, what we can simply say is that we can simply make a new route which will be called as for generating a refresh token. So here we can simply say app.post slash token request response. So basically, guys, we can simply take the refresh token here. First of all, we just need to generate the refresh token. For generating the refresh token, guys, it's very easy inside wherever you are declaring inside your login route. First of all, we can simply declare an array which will be refresh tokens. So this will be empty by default, refresh token. So just declare it. And inside your route, guys, basically this login route. So whenever you are declaring the access token, basically inside your login route here, JWT sign. So wherever you are declaring you can simply move this code to a function which will be generate access token. Access token. Simply you can move all this code here to a separate function. Simply paste it, and basically you will now see. So here we will simply return the access token here like this. So this is the line, guys, which returns the access token, return JWT sign, the actual user we are passing here. So here we will be getting this user as an argument. So we just need to call this method, simply call this method generate access token, pass the user, that's it. So this will generate the access token for us. So we can store this access token like this, access token. And now, guys, we also need to generate the refresh token. So now to declare the refresh token, guys, we can simply say refresh token. And there is a method again, we will use the same method, which is JWT sign. And here we will pass the actual user, and now we will pass the different secret key, which is JWT refresh token. So this token will be different from JWT access token. So here we will simply say process.env JWT refresh token. And also here it will return the error, and so you can even make your refresh token expire after some time, but this is not recommended. You don't need to expire your refresh token. For this, we will simply have the error and the token. So here we will have, if any sort of error take place, then we can simply return response rent status, which will be 401. That's it. So we don't need to write this line. Simply we can return this like this. Just close the parentheses, and this will store this. Now we need to push this refresh token in the array. So we can simply say refresh tokens dot push refresh token. That's it. So now we have the refresh token, guys. Now we can simply send out the response.json. This access token will be equal to the access token, and refresh token will be equal to the refresh tokens. That's it. So this is a JSON response we will be returning, guys. So now if you see, if you make the request here, now two sets of refresh tokens will be returned. This is the access token and this is the refresh token. So basically you can store your refresh token somewhere else in the notepad file. Basically this will be used to generate the access token. Let me save this refresh token here. Just save your refresh token somewhere else. Just save it. And basically if you now see, guys, if you paste this access token, this will not be valid. If you paste this access token, try to access information, it will only be valid for 20 seconds. So now you can see forbidden. So now we need to generate the access token using refresh token, guys. For this we will make a simple get request, post request slash token. So here you will provide the token value, guys, which is the actual refresh token. So we will get the refresh token like this, refresh token, using request.body.token. And here we will simply compare, guys. If refresh token is null, in that case we will return response send status 401. And if refresh token basically is not the valid refresh token, we will use the array here. We will use the includes method. If the refresh token is not present previously inside the array, then we simply know that this is an invalid refresh token. In that case, we will simply return the status 403, which is forbidden. So now if the refresh token is valid, guys, then we will again use the verify method. And then we will pass the refresh token. And then we will pass the actual key, which is Jwt refresh token. This is a process.env file. We have stored this token. This will be unique token for you, so don't copy my refresh token. So after this, guys, it will return the actual user, which will be error and the user, like this. So this will actually return the username, guys. So basically if any sort of error take place, we can simply return the response.send status, which will be 401 or 403, forbidden error. If no error take place, then we will get the user. We will get the user by equal to user.name. We will get the user.name here, property. Sorry, this needs to be, we are passing, as you can see, we are passing the username property, guys. So this needs to be username, not name. So user.username. We will get the actual user, guys, so that we can now get the access token. So now there is a function, guys, which lets you do this. So this is generate access token. So we can simply copy this function and paste it right below, which actually takes the user and return the access token for 20 seconds. So now we can simply call this function generate access token, pass the user. That's it. This will be the access token. So here, guys, we can simply return the access token like this. That's it. So this completes the application, guys. Now we can simply write another get request. HTTP localhost 4000 slash token, and here we will provide the token, guys. So here the content time will be application JSON, and here the token will be equal to the refresh token that we saved right here, guys. So simply copy this refresh token. This is a refresh token, guys, and if you click send request, it is saying the connection user has been already declared. User has already been declared. Let me see. So what we can do is that we can directly pass here, guys, user request, sorry, user dot username. So we are passing the actual user, guys, to this function. So here we are saying the actual user. Cannot get slash token. Sorry, this needs to be If you're watching it for the very first time, guys, please hit the like button, subscribe the channel as well. So you can see that we are able to generate the access token from the refresh token as well. So if you click send request, these sets of refresh token is released. So with the help of this refresh token, guys, you can generate the access token. So this is the actual thing that you see inside Google APIs as well. When you make a request to a Google API, a set of two access tokens are returned. Access token and refresh token. So if you have any sort of doubt, guys, you can ask in the comment section. Also hit the like button, subscribe the channel as well. Your voice is not coming. Yeah, now is it coming? Vizi S Pro, can you tell me in the comment section, is the voice coming or not?
ब्राउजर को ओपन करके
Is it audible now, MJ? I completed this live stream, so I just wanted to discuss some question answer sessions if you have any sort of doubt related to JWT authentication. JWT authentication, as you all know, it's a very modern type of an authentication. It is better than session space authentication. Uh, some viewers are joining in, guys. So JWT, as you all know, guys, it's a very good authentication system, very secure way of exchanging data between parties. It is called as Json Web Token. So we have looked at a complete example inside Node.js Express, how to basically implement this inside an API that we can call here inside Visual Studio. We can make get post request here. So in the next tutorial, guys, I will be making a complete login and registration system inside with the help of this JWT authentication system, which is a very good system. Definitely, you should definitely implement this system in order to protect your APIs, routes, pages. So 7 people are watching the stream, guys. Please hit the like button, subscribe the channel as well. So basically, if you're watching it for the very first time, then please hit the like button, subscribe the channel. So if you want to join the WhatsApp group, guys, of this Coding Shiksha group, we can simply join this by this link. So here, as you all know, guys, YouTube doesn't send notifications of live streams, so you can join this WhatsApp group. I will send the link in the inside this group, and you can even ask some questions as well. So Already some members are already present, so simply join this WhatsApp group if you are new to the channel. So this is a group that I have created. So it is specifically for programmers and web developers. So you will get all the notifications of the live streams whenever I go live. I do go live on multiple occasions, so that's why YouTube doesn't send notifications. So there is just a problem with notification system on YouTube, so that's why I just wanted to create this group. So 10 people are watching the stream, guys. Please hit the like button. Also join the WhatsApp group I have shared in the live chat. If you didn't send the masses by WhatsApp, I will never know. Yeah, definitely. I was late sending the message because I have already done the stream. I have already made the application, and now I am sending the message in the group. So it's a little bit late, but still more and more people can join in the WhatsApp group, so that more and more people can join in the stream whenever I go live. So you can tell me, guys, where are you watching the stream from and how you got the notification, or how you are watching the stream, either from browse feature or suggested video, because I think YouTube doesn't uh, promote my channel, or I think that's the problem. Please hit the like button, subscribe the channel. JWT, I was talking about. JWT stands for JSON Web Token. It's a very good token based system. It is better than PHP session based system. Italy, from Italy they are watching. So PHP sessions are very outdated system, guys. So that's why JWT authentication was firstly created, and many it supports many languages such as Python, JavaScript, Node.js, so React.js also, Angular also. So all these languages are supported. 15 guys are watching the stream, guys. Please hit the like button, subscribe the channel. So we have talked about JWT authentication in this video in Node.js in order to protect your API routes here. We have looked at these two methods, which is equal to sign and basically verify. So there is two methods out there inside this JSON Web Token library, which is first method is equal to create the actual uh, token, which is an access token. And second of all, we have the verify method to actually verify the token, if the token is correct or not. I am from Libya, but I am living in Italy. Okay. You have told me in the earlier stream as well that you are from Libya. I think you are an Arab. You are an Arab. Please hit the like button, guys. Subscribe the channel as well if you're watching it for the very first time. I'm seeing that people are not liking the stream. So first of all, hit the like button, subscribe the channel as well if you're watching it for the very first time. Monster Flick is saying video compression. Okay, Monster Flick, definitely I will make that video. I was looking for some kind of an idea based upon which I will construct the video, the project. So whenever I got the opportunity, I will definitely make that video. Don't worry about it. So JWT is a very important concept, guys, if you know, for authentication. So it's a modern way. All the popular libraries support it, such as Passport, all the major providers. Janice is saying hello. Monster Flick is saying Redis and Q implementation note. So here guys, you can participate inside this poll. So just tell me, does YouTube send notifications of the live stream or not? Basically, let me see if notifications are being sent or not. Basically, it's a very problem here. If notifications are not sent, so what's the use of subscribers? So YouTube doesn't send notifications. So I think it's a very big problem to counter. I just need to create a WhatsApp group, Facebook group, and basically all the members should be there inside that Facebook group. So basically, guys, if you are experiencing any sort of delay in the stream, if you are experiencing any sort of loss of quality, loss of video and audio, can you tell me in the comment section? If you're not, then please hit that like button. Only 10 likes are there, so please subscribe the channel as well. Also hit that like button as well. So already you can see that guys, 71% people is saying that YouTube doesn't send notification. Bro, what are you teaching? Basically, I was done teaching JWT. JWT is basically a security-based, token-based system in which two parties can exchange data with each other. Basically, it's better than PHP session-based system. So whenever you are developing a authentication system, such as login and registration system, then these JSON Web Tokens are very much useful. And also, if you want to protect any sort of API, if you want to make a API authentication, then also just JWT authentication system is used. So that's why I was teaching this concept. भाई stream buffer हुई नहीं थी, Redis queue implementation पर बनाओ ना. Monster Flag, this is a very advanced topic, so I haven't have any experience of doing it. So first of all, I need to look at the topic in detail that before making a video on it, because I can't make a video just purely for making it. I need to study the topic thoroughly, and basically after I get the topic, then I will make the video. This is very advanced topic that you are telling me. I think you are a very advanced programmer. I don't study programming up to that level that you are studying. So definitely if I get the point, I will definitely make the video. In the meantime, guys, join the WhatsApp group, guys, if you are not getting the notifications of videos or live streams. Join this WhatsApp group. Already many people are already present inside this WhatsApp group. So join this. Already I think 86 members are already present. So join this WhatsApp group. I will share the live stream link whenever I go live. So that way you will get the notification which you will get. So this will make it really easy for you. So simply click that join button and simply join inside your WhatsApp group. I was working with Google Calendar API for last few days and didn't find much helpful resource. Can you manage to teach us? Google Calendar API. I have made some videos on Google Calendar. If you search Google Calendar coding section, my videos will pop in. So simply you just need to search Google Calendar. I have made like think 2-3 videos on this topic. So if you want to, you can just do it. Monster Flick, don't worry. I will go through the topic if I have time. But definitely, it is a very advanced topic. The queue system that you're talking about in Node.js, I really don't have an idea about that, but still, I will try my level best in order to gain some information, and definitely after that, I would try to make the video. Just don't lose hope. In the meantime, you can read the documentation and try to implement something out of it. So if you're watching it for the very first time, guys, then please hit the like button, subscribe the channel as well. If you're watching it for the very first time, I'm seeing that people are not liking the stream. Only 12 likes are there. The like target is 20 likes, so just increase it to 20 likes if you are watching it for the very first time. Also hit the like button as well. So I have pinned the message, guys. If you are joining it for the very first time, join the WhatsApp group of Coding Shiksha so that you can receive the notifications of live streams, because YouTube doesn't send the notification. This is a WhatsApp group. I am from India. I make daily programming live streams videos. So basically, you will enjoy these live streams. So simply click the join button and you will be able to join the streams. So you can now see the poll result is 12 votes. Poll is completed. Only 12 votes are there. हेलो भाई लोग, सब व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप ज्वाइन करो। व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप, वहाँ पे सब नोटिफिकेशन मिलेगी आपको। तो जो भी देख रहे लाइव स्ट्रीम को, उसको व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप को ज्वाइन करो, उससे आपको नोटिफिकेशन मिलती रहेगी। क्योंकि यूट्यूब तो नोटिफिकेशन भेजता नहीं है, तो इसलिए मैं आपको कह रहा हूँ ज्वाइन द व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप इफ़ यू वांट टू गेट notified whenever I go live, because YouTube will not send you notification. I have seen this time and time again, and basically this is the failure of YouTube, you may say, that they are not notifying the subscribers to let them know that a stream is going on. But Dipanshu Kaushik, I have read your mail, and definitely if I make the, I will definitely make the video and definitely review your resume. Don't worry about it. Basically, I'm super busy right now. As you see, I need to make a lot of live streams daily. I'm coming live, so I don't have that much time for a single question. So definitely don't worry about it. I will definitely review your resume, and based upon that I will reply to you.